Yeah.
Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. And the last time you saw me standing in front of the store, it was a complete mess. And in fact, this is the final chapter in the Office Chronicles, the Office Facelift Decluttering Chronicles. And the last time you saw me in front of the store, it was a complete mess and I was at my wit's end. We were both at our wit's end. Is that right, honey?
Yes.
All right, so we're now not so much at our wit's end, and the project has been finished. Not 100% because there are still a little things that I want to add, a personal touch here and there, but for the most part, all of the major work has been completed, and it's time to show it off. It's time to unveil the finished product. So once again, thank you for tuning in. And this door here, you'll see this nasty, ugly doorknob. I'm going to replace this doorknob with something a little bit updated, something a little bit more modern, something a little more flashy, something just a little nicer. So, and also I want to say, if you have not seen the first installment of these Office Facelift Chronicles, I want you to stop watching this, shut this thing down immediately, and go to the first video that I made featuring the mess that is now what you'll see today. So without further ado, let's get in here. Bam! The door has been opened, folks. And what we'll do now is put a little light on the subject, and here you have it. As promised, you see the bookcase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got ourselves a good 5-tier situation going on here. Actually 6, if you count the floor. And what we did was put a nice, this is that walnut stain that I talked about. It's walnut 224, special walnut 224, just in case you're all interested. And it's coming out 30 inches from that wall that I promised. And then here you have that shelf, 16 inches from the ceiling. And that shelf is coming all the way over here. And of course stopping at the window. And got some new blinds here, and I put them inside. They were only outside, but I recessed them inside just to give it a cleaner, fresher look. And we still have to dress it up with some curtain panels. And right now I'm just trying to find some curtain panels that are about at least like something like 52 inches. That'll stop right here, just above, slightly above the desk, and kind of look real nice with the desk. And there's that little board that we saw. I didn't do too much fancy work with that board. Just painted it up, cleaned it up, and it looks a lot nicer. It's still easily accessible to any potential plumber that has to go in there and figure out any potential problem. Now, this here, I wanted 3 shelves. And you know, this is actually a little bit more than I wanted. Bam, 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 3 shelves. But I didn't quite anticipate this kind of bulky little structure, but I'm kind of happy with it. It's kind of growing on me as time passed. I can still do a lot with it. Put some trophies on it, put some pictures on it, a couple of knickknacks here and there. In this area here, I'm going to build, again, one of my personal touches. I'm going to build maybe a 3-tier letter paper organizer right here, which is why I kind of wanted sort of a floating shelf appeal here. I didn't want so much this here, so when you open up the door you see this. I wanted you to get a quick, just a clean view of the 3-tier letter organizer. Also, you can see my molding here. I ran this oak. I told you I was going to rip all that nasty oak out, that nasty quarter-round molding that was here before, and just put in some oak, and this is some gun stock molding there. And just playing off of that white trim, just to clean the room on up, and just give it a nice new cool finish. And you can see the floor. This floor is the Smart Core from Lowe's, and it's actually a vinyl flooring. It's they call it luxury vinyl. It's 100% waterproof, and it comes in slabs. So it has a hardwood look appeal to it. It has a hardwood look feel to it. A hardwood look to it. And meet Benny, who strolled in here to say hello and try to sort of enjoy the video himself. Hey Benny, say hello to the folks. And I'm going to open up the office door here. And bam, the closet. And you can see that this was run, that Smart Core flooring was running here. Here's the wood threshold. And I'm building some shelves in this office. I'm gonna build a 3-tier shelf here. And again, this is my personal touch I'm gonna put on it. You know, as you guys know, I'm cheap as all get out. And whenever I can do something myself, whenever I have the time, I'm certainly gonna do that just to shave a few dollars off the final bill. And I've chosen to do that with this closet here. And also, I just like the satisfaction of putting my own personal touch on the finished product too. Now, also, I want to go ahead and give Lowe's a plug. These are the floor slabs. And I have an extra box here. I just got, you always get a little more than you need, just in case. And I can always return it. Or I can always use this to replace any damaged boards. I'll just have to peel back that molding and just replace any planks that could go damaged or stained. So it's always good to have that. And that's the box there, Smart Core Premium Waterproof Flooring. And so I'm going to build a 3-tier shelf here, and then I'm going to build a little nook. Honey, if you swing around the corner, right there, I'm going to build a little shelf in that little nook there, where we can hang, we can just stack all of our toiletries, some deodorant, whatnot, and things of that nature. Now, let's direct our attention to this PacMan 1-Up machine. Now, I bought this thing. Just something for us to kind of, come here and play a little Pac-Man. It's one of my childhood favorites. I've always loved enjoying this game. As an adult, I put countless quarters in these things. And one thing that I have to say is that I'm absolutely upset. I'm so pissed right now at 1-Up Arcade, because even though, this is a fantastic machine, it's a fantastic idea, well, my PCB board fried for whatever reason. So the only thing I have here, when I plug this thing up, the only thing I get, turn it on, is a damn lit marquee. Which is, I love the lit marquee, and you can see this is the Costco bundle package that comes with lit marquee, riser, and stool all in one fell swoop. Everything you see here was all in the same box. So that was a fantastic deal. And I got a fantastic deal from my buddy Brian, who has 5 cabinets and was kind enough to part with this PacMan bundle package, which this one you cannot get. There was only a few of them, maybe a few thousand of them released. And I was able to get my hands on this because Brian had this one left over. And, he just wanted to get rid of one, make room for the others that he has. And he was kind enough to sell me this one. But I've since ordered a new PCB board, and in fact, this PCB board they sent me, which is the wrong one. This belongs to a 12-in-1 machine, and I was so pissed because we were both excited to finally play this thing, and we did play it. I mean, together I think we've logged maybe less than 30 minutes of play on this, honey. Yeah. So probably about 30 minutes we've all played. So we played it.
Like 5, remember?
5? Yeah. All right. So we got about.
And then it didn't work.
Yeah. Then it just calmed down on us. So I called 1-Up, and they were kind enough. Obviously they're going to have to send it. So they sent the wrong board. So I called them up, and now they're going to send the right board. So I can't wait to get the correct board in here. And once I do get in there, I'll go ahead and play it and show it off, and let you guys see how that works too for all the gamers out there. So that's why I have this sitting here. Now, my desk, you can see, real pleased with that desk. As promised, this thing is right over here. It stops right at the window. And you probably saw, if you saw my first video, I had it like a 25-inch marked. And I had all of, I have to say that I was looking for an app that I can just plug in the dimensions of this room, which is a small room. It's only 8 by 10. So I was looking for an app where I could plug in the dimensions of the room and just kind of style it the way I wanted to. But unfortunately, there was no app that was user-friendly enough for me to go ahead and just kind of scroll through some different ideas for the dimensions that I have and maybe choose from a selection. So I just I just thought of some things, put our heads together, and just came up with this design right off the top of my head. So, it was, so that is offering me a little bit of satisfaction to have an idea in my head and to finally see it materialize right before your face. Your faces! So, you see this here, this is a box. This is the ergonomic chair from, you've seen them on eBay. But this one I got on Amazon, and I paid about like 48 bucks and change for this thing. So while we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox this thing. It's been sitting out. And guys, I apologize for taking so long to unbox this, to unveil this room.
Hold on.
Because
This must be like a separate video.
no, while we're at it, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
While I'm in here, yeah. You know. Okay, you ready? Are we recording?
Continue.
All right. So while we're here, while we're at it, I'm just gonna turn this into an unboxing. You guys know I love to unbox. That's my main shtick is unboxing. So while we're at it, I'm just gonna go ahead and unbox this thing. This is the ergonomic chair from, you see them on eBay, but this particular one I got from Amazon. And these things are, the prices vary in these things, you know. I've seen these things, a different variation of this chair as high as like $400. So you guys know my cheap ass is not paying no damn 400 bucks for a goddamn office chair. So here we are. Wow, I'm certainly not going to put this thing together right now because I just don't feel like it. So here, I'll just unbox it for now. Bam, you have your hardware right there. Come with, looks like everything is pretty cut and dry. You know these things. The only thing I would probably need is an Allen wrench to assemble this
No,
thing.
you don't.
Yeah?
You have 50 of them.
No, what? No, I think that would be nothing. And here's the cushion. Bam. And that's a pretty soft cushion. Feel that, honey. Bam, bam. Soft.
Very nice.
All right. Set that there. And this is the back. And this is that, you know, I was looking for chairs and I was looking for that back there. This little particular design.
Lumbar.
Yeah, lumbar
Support.
region. Yeah, so really kind of ergonomically shaped
We'll
to
see.
offer really nice back. Yeah, we will absolutely see. And here is, the armrests here. Bam. 2 armrests, of course. And I don't know, maybe I'll get into this tonight, maybe not, probably not, but we'll see. And the base, ta-da! And, you know, this thing is well packaged, as you can see. Not a lot of foam, these are pretty rigid pieces. And this base seems like it's got some good weight to it. So, and then you have the casters, the wheels here. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and you got a star set of 5 there. Bam. And last but not least is the handle where you jack it up. And it looks like it's got some pretty good functions there. So you got a lift up, lift down, and you got a back tilt and a forward tilt as well. So there you have it. And this, I'm just gonna set this right back in the box for time being. And this here, I'm not sure what that is. So let's whip out our trusty pair of scissors. And guys, you've seen these scissors before, you know. When it comes time to unboxing, these are my go-to scissors. And this actually had on the top of the box, this is a no box cutter situation. So, and I guess, you know, they don't want you to puncture the cushion, so no box cutters, guys. So let's see what's in this box here. Oh, this is the shock, the piston, if you will, that kind of raises and lowers the chair. Bam. So there you have it, folks. Fantastic. I can't wait to get into this thing. I'm not sure if I'll do it tonight. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. But whatever happens, I'll absolutely let you see the finished product. You know, maybe, I don't know if I'll let you guys see me put it together, stumble through the screws and everything. But that's pretty much the story. And as promised, I always like to let you guys know what I pay for this shit. So I paid $2,100 for my guys to come in. You know, this is a professional contractor, so I deal with these guys a lot. And so they offered me a pretty decent deal. Now, I paid for the flooring. The flooring cost me $300. Now, it shouldn't cost me that. It shouldn't have cost me that much because I bought an extra box. So as you can see, so I could actually take that back and shave like, you know, $50 off the purchase. So, but I'm gonna hold on to that. So $2,100 for that, $300 for the flooring. So we got, honey, when I say whenever I give one, give me a like an old school cha-ching. We're talking like a 72 register here. So $2,100 for the construction of the room. Let's go here.
Cha-ching!
So $2,100 for the construction of the room.
Cha-ching.
Oh, that's a pretty cash register, honey. And then we got $300 for the flooring.
Cha-ching.
So now we're at 24. Now the molding and the paint all together cost me about $100, and I provided that. Honey, honey, $100 for the paint and the molding.
Cha-ching.
Very nice. And now the coolest thing about the PacMan is that I didn't have to reach into my pocket and pay a single penny for it. The way I was able to obtain this PacMan machine, now I did pay Brian, I paid $300 him for it, but in order to pay for this thing, I used some rewards points from 2 credit cards. So throughout my purchases over the years, you know, I accumulated a few $100s on these credit cards for reward points. This is absolutely free money provided to you by these credit card companies. So I'm like, you know what, let me just redeem these points, convert them to cash, and buy me a cool little toy. So that's what I did. In fact, I used 150 from my Chase and another 150 from I think my Discover. And bam! So I didn't have to reach into my pocket to pay a goddamn thing. So all in all, I paid like 20. Let's say that's rounded out at 2,500, all said and done. And I couldn't be more happy. 2,500, honey.
Cha-ching.
There we go. And so there you have it, guys. Hey, thanks again for checking this thing out. Once again, I apologize for making you wait so long. But I've been so busy, you know, we right after this project was done, we were like out of town for about a week or so. And we came back and we were just as busy. So I'm absolutely thrilled to go ahead and unveil this thing, bring this thing to you. And that's pretty much the story. And as we go along, I'm still gonna kind of check back and I'll let you guys know how I progress on the closet and with the doorknobs and this damn PacMan machine that I'm fucking pissed off at. But we're going to unplug it because right now it's a piece of shit. And I don't mean to shit on one up, but I want to play some PacMan. How about you, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to play some PacMan. So I hope to get the new PCB board in about a week or so. I asked them to rush it out. We'll see how that goes. But that's pretty much it, guys. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I didn't want to draw this thing out, but it was important for me to get back to you right away and unveil this thing. I know all of you have been waiting with bated breath. And I'm absolutely thrilled to bring this to you. Again, hey, thanks for always rocking with the channel. And I got my 63rd subscriber. And hey, I couldn't be more happy about that because the people who rock with me, you know, I love you all to death. So, again, thanks for rocking. And thanks for tuning in, for following these Office Chronicles. And I want to also use this as an opportunity to motivate you. If you have a piece of shit little stank room that you've been cluttering and just like piling up with trash and just all kinds of household goods and garbage, and you've been just like robbing yourself of living space that you're actually paying for, hey, let's start this year off right. Let's start it off anew. Let's clear out this clutter for your mind, body, and your soul and get cracking on these things. So thanks again for rocking with this channel. I want you guys to make the most of every day. Never take a moment for granted and enjoy life. Peace.